WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, www.wvtcradio.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
Tuned to the Ron Todd Show with your host, Ron Todd, for the latest in gospel music and good talk on one of the fastest growing internet gospel stations, WVTC Detroit. Ron can be heard each Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Set your reminders and tell your friends. Ron's back on the air and it's fire. You can reach out to Ron on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Let's enjoy the Ron Todd Show.
All right, y'all been looking for me, and bam, here I is. What's going on, y'all? It is time for the Ron Todd Show, and guess who I am? I'm Ron Todd, and I am super excited to be here. We have a phenomenal show for you, so this is what I need you to do. We do this every week. I need you to get on the phone. I need you to text, tweet, Instagram, however you let everybody know that you're watching the show. I need you to tell them, say, listen, Ron Todd is on, and this is not a show that you want to miss. I'm super excited because I have so many things that I need to talk to you guys about, but we're going to jump right in. The first thing here, and that is about my new big old play. No, I have an amazing play called A New Suit for Easter, which is taking place on April 11th. I'm super excited. It's going to be at Conqueror's Church. You guys want to make sure that you have your face in the place. Real soon, I'm going to have more information about that, but I just wanted to give you a quick save the date. A New Suit for Easter, April 11th. Mark your calendars. 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. is the show times, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. All right? That's that. So, it is time for What's the Tea? All right, what's the tea today in these here streets is I'm super excited because I had an opportunity to sit down with my good friend and sister, Tasha Page House, and I want you guys to hear this exclusive interview that we had. Tasha has brand new music. It's called Why Not Me, but I want you to take a listen to this interview first. All right, guys, I'm super excited. It has been 3 years and we've been waiting patiently, see, me included. I'm excited because Tasha is on the line with me. Hello, Tasha.
Hey, Ron.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Now, I'm just as excited as everybody else because I've been waiting 3 years myself for new music and I'm just ecstatic about this new single.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Time goes by fast, and it doesn't seem like it's been 3 years, but I've had time to, you go with time comes transition and obstacles and different things that happen to you in your life, and with that, some songs were birthed out of that, and so I'm just excited about where I am. I'm excited about my freedom. I'm excited about being free from the opinions of people, and I'm excited about this new place that I'm in. I'm able to just make music, the music I love, the music I listen to, the music I've studied. I'm just able to write the songs of my heart now without worrying about is radio going to play it? Are people going to receive it? You have to. You have to be free to create. You have to be in a place where at the end of the day, you're happy with it and you can close your eyes and go to sleep. And as long as I have peace with God and peace with myself, I am fine. So I'm excited about this music. Right now, we're just releasing the single called Why Not Me, again, which will be released on the 26th next week. And whole body of work will not be released yet. We don't have a date for that yet. We just want to see what the single does first.
Awesome. Now, Tasha, you had some pretty big songs. I mean, of course, Different was a huge hit for you. And then, of course, we know songs like Faith Come Alive and I'm So Glad I'm Saved. When people are getting excited about this new music, should they expect the same, sound from you, or is there something new we can expect?
Well, see, people from Detroit that know me and have been following me for years. I mean, when I say years, I mean, before way before Sunday Best. You're not going to be shocked. You're not going to be surprised because you've seen this side of me before. But I just want to sing. I was walking through a shopping plaza with my husband, and we were listening, and there was a young lady that was singing. And I was like, babe, you don't even know who that is, do you? He was like, no. I was like, guess what? I don't either. We both started laughing. And it was like, we looked at each other and I was like, but that's somebody that's getting a check. And I'm
Right.
like, a lot of times we struggle and we don't have to. A lot of times we're in a place where it's like, what am I going to do? And I had to stop and think like, God has given me something that that the wealth is already in my hands. God has given me something that I can be wealthy. And if I continue to do the same thing that I'm doing now, I will never experience the abundant life and the wealth that God has laid up and stored up for me. If I just continue to do the same thing, like just go from church to church and sing, that's not going to create wealth. I have to start businesses. I have to use my gift in other areas, in other arenas. That means I may have to sing about trees. I may have to sing about life and birds. And I may have to, you may walk into an elevator and hear me singing about something that don't have nothing to do with church, but it will be clean music because guess what? This is what I've been given. This is the gift and the talent that God has given me. So why would I struggle? Why
Right.
would I feel like, oh, well, I gotta save up, or I gotta wait till my next booking, or no. I want to write the songs that people want to hear. I'm going to write the songs that you may be in a hotel lobby. You may hear me singing some songs about, I don't know, a vacation trip I went on with my family or something. Everything doesn't have to be Just sing about the blood, sing about the cross, sing about. And sometimes when you put somebody in a box like that, you don't understand how miserable they are because
Wow.
they're smothering creatively, and that's what has been happening to me for years. And so I had to learn how to embrace all sides of me. And all sides of me came with all my musical influences. My grandfather was with Motown, traveled with Berry Gordy. He's on the Motown Hall of Fame. He's in the wall at the Hipsville USA Museum. So why would I neglect that side of me? Why wouldn't I sing about love? Why wouldn't I cover some old Motown hits? Why wouldn't I? How come I can't sing about pain and money and relationships and heartbreak? And how come I can't sing about that stuff? So I've come to a place and a resolve within myself and with the Lord that I'm free to do what He's called me to do, not the plan that man may have for you, but what He's called me to do. And that doesn't mean I'm going to abandon the church. I love the Lord. My husband pastors a church. We serve and work in ministry every day, but I'm going to sing the songs of my heart. And that may not look like what you have seen me do for years or whatever, but it's going to be what I want to do, and it's going to be what God has called me to do and graced me to do. Everybody don't have the grace on their lives to be able to do that, but He's graced me to do it, and so that's what I'm going to do.
I absolutely love it. And Tasha, we love you and we support you. And I believe that, the best is yet to come for you and your music and your ministry and everything that God has for you. I'm just super excited. And, I want you to go ahead and introduce this new song because we're on edge and we can't wait to hear it. Tell us about the new song and introduce it for us.
Well, this new song is called "Why Not Me," and it came from going through, as some of you may know, a very, very, very public and messy divorce that I went through. My ex-husband, who we were married for like 13 or 14 years, and we did music together, and we worked together, and we've been seen around the city together, around the country together. We had a ministry called Young Power Couple. We were doing a lot of good things in the kingdom, but just because you see somebody smiling don't mean they're happy. And so I don't have any negative things to say about him or anything bad to say about him. He's an amazing father and an amazing person. It just didn't work out between us. And so this is what this song, Why Not Me, was birthed out of, because a lot of times we have asked God, why me? Why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why did I have to go through the divorce? Why did I have to get on drugs? Why did I have to be molested? Why did I have to be raped? But if you can change your mindset and understand that at some point tragedy, devastation, rejection, doubt, fear, all of this stuff is going to knock on your door. And how are you going to answer it? Are you going to point fingers? Are you going to place the blame? Are you going to wallow in it? Are you going to be a victim? Or are you going to say, why not me, and go through with joy and understand that you are equipped to handle everything that's been thrown your way? So that's where Why Not Me was birthed from. And I hope you love it. I hope it ministers to you and blesses you just like it blessed me. Why not me?
When I look in the mirror, I see a girl, beautifully broken, perfectly flawed. I don't even know how I made it this far. And I'm asking myself questions like, why did I do it? Why did this happen to me? Then I said, you can get through it. You just have to believe what I do now. Gotta make it all count. So why not me? I'm the perfect person to go through this storm. It won't break me, it won't kill me, I'll move on. And then I'll come out even better than before. And I'll never see this place anymore. Cause my faith is getting stronger every day. I'm removing everything that's in my way. And the fact that I survived another day makes me say, why not me? Why not me? Why? 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 can take it. I won't break. No, 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 no. Oh, oh, why not me?
All right, guys, that was Tasha with Why Not Me. Do not forget her brand new single will be out on February 26th. Wherever you buy your music online, let's make sure we support her. That song is absolutely amazing, isn't it? I would like to know your feedback as well. Make sure you leave it in the comment box there if you're watching us online, or you can always give me feedback on my email address. That's PastorRonTodd@gmail.com. As you can see, the set's got a little fuller now, and I'm super excited because I have none other than Shay Vontez. He is a newly writer, producer, director of his debut show. It's called Gotta Make It Last. Come on, y'all. Let's show some love for Shay Vontez. What's up, Shay?
What's up?
So I'm super excited that you're here, and you brought a couple of your cast members as well.
Mhm.
Tell everybody who we have here today.
We have Marietta Elliott. She's playing the role of Eva. We also have CJ Lewis. He's playing the role of Edward Gentry.
Wonderful. All right, so everybody I've been talking to, like people that I know who know you, they've been super excited that you're coming on the show. You're like, please ask him what made him write his own play.
Wow. What made me write my own play? I've been around so many different directors, and like every director that I've been around, they've always said it's something much more than just acting.
Right.
That you got something much more. So I finally took time, and I took time to myself and sat down and came up with a concept, and I started writing on it, and now I'm here.
Wow. So talk about that process, because of course you're an actor and you've done several plays. You've done one of my plays, and we've worked on shows together. And so I know how, as a writer, you don't want to be persuaded at all. So talk about your process with writing and what space you had to go into or go in order to write this play.
Well, I had to separate myself from people. Like, I really had to. And then I had to think back on past relationships that I was in. And then I thought about other people's that was in relationships, and I started asking other people's questions and how they cope with different things in their relationship. And that's how I came up with How to Make It Last.
Wonderful. Now, tell everybody a little bit about what Gotta Make It Last is about.
Well, it's about Eva and Edward. They are married, and Eva has a friend that has been her friend for a while, and her friend is very, very jealous of her, and she tries to set up a plan to try to break her up with her husband because she wants her husband.
Oh, wow. All right, so that's quite a storyline there.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, let's talk to Marietta for a little while. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to have you. Now, Marietta, tell us about this character just a little bit and what you had to go through in preparing to play this role.
Okay, so Eva is a character that I absolutely love because she's layered in so many ways that's familiar to a lot of females. She's Eva the wife, so she has a relationship with her husband, and she's soft and sweet and interacts with him in a loving way. But then it's Eva the homegirl, and she interacts with her girl in a way that, of course, is not like her husband, where she just sits back, kicks it, the vernacular that you use with your girlfriends. And then it's Eva the professional, and you can tell that comes out as well. So she's a dynamic character, and that's what I really like. And I can relate to her because each of those roles, of course, I have to play as a female.
Sure. Wow. And so now, I always ask these questions because there are people out there who don't really know what it's like when you're acting on stage and when you are becoming your character. What was it like portraying this character who is somebody totally different than yourself?
Okay, so first of all, when it comes to interacting with my play husband, I have to really get into that where it's showing chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, when I'm married, so having to interact with someone else, you have to really go into that place where you're portraying feelings that look realistic.
Right.
And then, of course, just interacting with the other characters, just really understanding the character and where she's coming from, and bringing out those feelings to have a shady best friend, someone who is your girl.
Right.
You know, so just digging deep and pulling that out where it's really communicating to the viewers.
So where do you pull from when that's really not you?
Personal experiences. As a female, we've all been in situations where we've had friends that may not have, you know, been our friend, or just situations where you thought it was one way, but it ended up coming across totally different. So pulling from those experiences, pulling from those emotions, those feelings. Even, you know, my mother in the play, she's more down to earth about it. So my natural mother, she's not really like that. She's real sweet. People that know my mother, she's a sweetheart. But I have
shout out to Pastor Darlene.
Pastor Darlene, shout out to
I love her.
But then I'm fortunate to have an aunt that I'm really close to, and she's more, you know, she'll tell it like it is. So that's how my mother in the play is. So I'm kind of pulling from my relationship with my aunt. That's why I go to that place to connect to my mother in the play.
I love that.
Yes.
All right, and Mr. CJ.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, so tell us the real. Now, how you like having this beautiful woman as your wife and not? Tell us about your character in the show.
Well, my character, I base my character off of just different experiences in life and different people that I've surrounded myself around. My character is very complex. Just to elaborate on what Marietta said, he's very, I want to say, quirky. He's dingy. He's smart. He's sophisticated. He's a lot of things, and he has a lot of layers to him. Basically, interacting with my play wife on stage it is something that is challenging, especially when you're married. You have to portray feelings and act feelings to come across believable across stage or on film or TV or anywhere. So it's very challenging, but I am blessed to have this beautiful young lady to work all of that out.
And you know, she has a wonderful husband.
Yes,
Shout
I
out
do.
to Ron. You know, we got those Rons, you know, we got this thing going on. So Shay, now tell everybody, who do you think should come see this play?
Everybody.
Okay. Would you say the play is for children, or I think it's PG-13, right?
Yeah.
Okay, PG-13. All right, so anyone 13 or older, it will be okay to come see the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, now tell us when the show will be.
The show will be March the 21st, 2020.
March the 21st, 2020. All right, and where's it going to be at?
At Durfee Innovation Society building on 2470 Collinwood.
Yes.
Okay, and that's in Detroit?
It's in Detroit.
Okay, and then what time does the show start?
6:30.
Show starts at 6:30. Now, how much are the tickets?
$20.
$20. So tickets are $20. And where can they purchase tickets?
You can purchase tickets on Eventbrite. Just type in "Gotta Make It Last" and you can purchase your tickets there. You can purchase your tickets at the door, and we also have
From any of the characters.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So reach out to us on Facebook, Marietta Elliott, CJ Lewis, Shavantes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, you know, I got to ask this because everybody who knows Shavantes knows that when he's on stage, he has this big personality, but as a person, he's really laid back and
Yes.
shy, kind of like what we see today.
Yes.
Right,
So
right,
how
right.
is he as a director?
Awesome. Okay. Hilarious. It's really been a good experience working with him, and he's open to ideas, so we don't feel like he's just like a tyrant.
Yeah.
You know, he's open to ideas, and if it's something that we could bring to life, he's like, just show me, and if it works, it works. But he's hilarious, talented, very creative. So it's amazing to watch him work when he's in that zone.
Right. CJ, what does it mean to you to know that you're a part of his debut show? You know, it's one thing to become a part of a show or be a talent in a project where, you know, someone's been doing it for a while, but this is his debut project. And so what we know in this business is you get one shot, really.
Yeah.
You know, your first impression is lasting.
Yes.
So knowing, no pressure, no, that you're a part of his debut project, what does that mean to you?
Actually means a lot to me because working alongside of this man, I've seen him accomplish things that no other person has ever accomplished, and he's very bright and he's very creative, and I just love his ideas. So when he actually came to me and wanted me to be his leading man, it was kind of like a no-brainer, and I'm just like, I'd be more than happy to oblige. So it means everything in the world, and I'm just excited. It's actually probably my first play as a leading male.
Wow.
So I'm excited.
I'm excited as well. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to talk more with Shay Vontaze and the cast of Gotta Make It Last. Here's yours truly. The song is called My Praise Is My Weapon. We'll be back.
Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down. 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 I will lift my hands. I will do my dance. I will leap for joy. 'Cause my praise is my weapon. Oh Lord, yeah. Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down. Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down. Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down. Oh, Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down, down, down. I will lift my hands. I will do my dance. Oh, I will leap for joy. 'Cause my praise. Yes, it is. Oh, Lord. Every time I lift my hands, every time I do my dance, my praise will bring me out. My praise give me the victory. My praise activates my praise. When I lift my hands, God sees me. When I open my mouth, God walks through me. 'Cause my praise, my praise,
All right, guys, we are back right here on the Ron Todd Show. I am super excited. I have Shay Vontaze, Marietta Elliott, and CJ Lewis. They are the cast of Gotta Make It Happen. Gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen. You gotta make it happen, but you gotta make it last as well. And Shay Vontaze is the writer, producer, director. This is his first show, so I want everybody to please, it would mean a lot to me. And I know it would mean a lot to him if you would go and support him. Tell everybody again where the show's going to be at.
It's going to be at Durfee Innovation Society, which is in Detroit, Michigan. So we're super excited about it.
Awesome. I'm super excited as well. And we got to shout out some people who are watching with us here. Shout out to Satira Page Mitchell. Thank you so much for watching, sis. Shout out to Sheila Finn. My Sheila, we love you. Shout out to Mashiba Webb. Hey, Mashiba. Shout out to my cousin Sharita. Hey, cuz. Shout out to my mother. She's watching, Bishop Todd. Hello. Shout out to Kimmy Komet, my favorite person in the world. Hello. Shout out to everybody who's watching. Make sure you guys say hello to us. We love to shout you out here on the air if you are watching. And if I missed you, I'm so sorry. Just say something in the comment box if you're watching on Facebook, and I will shout you out as well. All right, guys. So now I want to talk to you guys about something different, which is about someone out there who's been thinking about acting. They want to get into plays, and they said, well, you know, I've gone to a couple auditions, and I've been told no. What suggestion do you have for them?
Keep pushing. I mean, you kind of have to have a thick skin in this business. And for me, I'm new to acting. This is not even 6 months that I've really been exploring it. I have always wanted to. I've done things, production with my mom and things like that. But as far as like really getting into it, I'm new to it. So I would just say, you know, have a little bit of a thick skin. Keep trying, because it just may not be a fit at that particular time. But you never know. Just keep trying, it can happen. And God's timing is the best timing anyway.
I love that.
And just to kind of piggyback back off what she said, when one door closes, another one opens. So it's never the end, and just to keep pursuing something that you love to do. If it's something that you think about all the time, when you wake up, when you go to sleep, when you're out and about, it's something that you want to pursue, never give up. Never give up, because there's always someone watching.
Right. And you know, it's interesting because people often ask me, because I haven't done a lot of film work, like some commercials, you know, very small things, but I love theater. Now, I love theater because to me it's nothing like the rush of feeling that crowd when you're on stage. Not only that, you get one shot.
One
you know,
shot.
if you got another show, you get another shot when that show come up. But for the most part, you know, if you mess up, you got to find your way out of the scene. Period. You know, the audience doesn't know. That's a little trick for all actors. You know, even when you learning your script, you know, you guys know, you've been in shows with me. I always say, find your way out of the scene. That's the easiest way to learn your script. Learn what happens in the scene, and then that'll help you remember where you're going. But what would you guys say, what is your take point? What do you take from being on stage? Why do you like theater opposed to other forms of acting?
I love theater because I get to be free on stage and be somebody else that I'm not. So that's why I love theater so much.
It takes a lot to get on stage as an actor, and for me personally, the stage is kind of my home. I didn't always act, or I didn't start off acting. I actually do music, so actually transitioning from being an artist into acting was something that was already kind of ordained for me, because I love being on stage. I love portraying different characters. It gives me such a challenge to portray someone that's not me, or someone that I may know or influences. So, like you said, the stage it takes a lot to do. But as I stated, if you pursue it enough, if you just kind of go for it, and you're bound to succeed.
Absolutely. Now, you talked about being an artist, so are you a singer as well?
Yes, I'm a singer as well, yes.
Okay, can you sing something for us?
Oh, well, sure, why not? Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't the honeymoon. We're past the infatuation phase. Riding the Vic of love. At times we get sick of love. It seems like we argue every day. I'm gonna stop there. You gotta come to the show to see the rest.
Okay, all right.
You can get all of that and more when you actually come to the show. I'm gonna give a little bit, so yeah.
Now, Marietta, you sing a little bit too now, right?
Yes, but I don't tout myself as a singer. So, but now you ask me about anything in education. Right. Because no, seriously, that is my passion, and I feel like standing in front of kids every day, you have to make learning come alive.
That's right.
And so for me, that's where I get my everyday rush.
Yeah.
So acting, I can equate to that, because when you connect with the audience and you're able to make them feel what you feel, it's very much like teaching, and it just ignites that passion inside of you when you see like the aha moments even
Absolutely.
with acting.
And you know, I want to take the time to really salute you, because what many people may not know is you're not only just a teacher, but you're a special needs teacher.
Special needs, yeah.
And to me, it takes a special anointing
Yeah.
to teach special needs children.
Yes.
Not because they're any different than you know, any other student, but they
Right.
just need extra support.
And I would say the biggest thing is because a lot of these students have experienced so much failure academically. It's like helping them connect to see the greatness within them. And what I live by is, it's not about how smart you are, but how are you smart. So I like to pull from their gifts and talents. And you see, once they realize, like, I'm great and I can't necessarily compare myself to other students, then they grow in leaps and bounds. So that's amazing to watch.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Now, Shay, we know that you're a singer as well. Did you want to sing something for us?
I'm a singer.
Yes.
I think I can give something.
Go
Let's
ahead.
see, what song should I do? Bright lights, fancy restaurants, everything in this world that a man could want. That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's it.
Y'all done turned my little show into an R&B show now.
Exactly.
Don't have these things worried now. Go see the play.
Yes.
Listen,
Yes.
got to make it last. One more time. Where's it going to be at?
Durfee
Innovation
Society. Yes.
All right. And the address again?
2470.
Collinwood,
All
Detroit,
right.
Michigan.
And how much are the tickets?
$20.
And where can they get them?
So you can go on the Eventbrite, search up Gotta Make It Last, or you can look any of us up on Facebook, Shavantes, Marietta Elliott, CJ Lewis, and you can get tickets that way as well.
Perfect. All right, guys. So we're going to transition into a segment that I like to call Table Talk. And so I'm excited. What we do in Table Talk is we actually have people that call in and they ask questions. And my friend Penny Penn, who's usually here with me, is not here today because she is on vacation. So you guys will have to help me answer these questions, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
So it is
good.
time for some table talk. Let's see what questions we have for today. Don't be nervous, y'all. And here we go.
And I have a question. I just found out that I am 3 weeks pregnant. I've been with my boyfriend for the last 2 years. However, I'm really nervous because I have been cheating the last few months, and now I'm not for sure who the possible dad could be. Do I tell my boyfriend, or do I break up with him and keep it secret? Can you tell me what I should do?
Woo! Okay. So, and I always do this, guys. I always kind of reiterate the question a little bit. So she said that she just found out she's 3 weeks pregnant, but she's been cheating on her boyfriend, and so she doesn't know who the father is.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like a play.
Yes.
Shoot, let me get my pen.
Exactly. Take notes.
Let me write this down.
Right.
'Cause this a hit.
Baby daddy, baby daddy, you.
Right. It could be called Baby Daddy Who. You aren't the father.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right. Subtitle, she ain't sure.
Right.
So, okay, first of all, you need to stop what you're doing. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's so sad that we find ourselves in situations, and don't get me wrong, none of us are here to judge.
That's right.
Because we've all made mistakes in life, but I think the first thing that I would say to her is change your behavior. You know, if you're going to be with somebody, if you want to make it last,
Exactly.
then you have to give yourself solely to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, just be accountable. The people involved deserve to know. The baby deserves to know, because by all means, all babies to me are a blessing from God. It's a miracle that happens because, you know, it's a lot that goes into that. So, but let the fathers know or the potential dads know, because that can just spiral into something that is going to be more dramatic, more just down the line costly.
It's just called being responsible.
Yeah.
Right. And then the thing is, don't play that game like when the baby get here and he looking just like Junebug and you trying to say, oh, that ain't your baby. Let's not play those games. But to me, by you calling in, even asking.
Yes.
you know what's right.
Yeah.
And you know what you need to do. First of all, you need to stop being so nasty. Because that's what you're being. You being nasty. Stop giving yourself up, and you already got. First of all, you're not even married. Y'all stop all that having sex. You're not married, and that's why you in this problem too. Because you're doing stuff you ain't got no business doing.
Yeah.
All right. So learn how to lock it down.
So wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
Wrap it up.
You gotta talk loud.
I said if you're gonna do it, wrap it up.
Be accountable, be responsible,
There
be
you
a
go.
lady always,
And that's another thing. Be a lady always.
lady.
But I can't talk about you wrap it up if you married and y'all ain't trying to have no kids. All right, that's when you wrap it up. Other than that, you abstain from sex. That's what you do. You don't want to get no diseases because they out here, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want to get pregnant because it can happen. Clearly,
Yeah.
just don't do it. And then people say, well, y'all say it ain't, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. Y'all just ain't doing it right. Okay, well, listen. When you get your husband and you get your wife, then y'all do it till you're satisfied. But until then, all right. Shoot. And if you think it's that good and you want to get it all the time, marry him.
And then from woman to woman, your body is a temple, so protect
Yes.
it. Your body's a temple of the Holy Ghost. It's housed inside of you, so just remember that. Okay, you don't want to go spreading yourself and inviting spirits, different spirits into
That's
yourself.
right. You worry why
Exchanging
you trying to
energy.
figure out why you acting like the one that flew over the cuckoo's nest, and it's because you want to lay down with John and Tom, and you don't know their background. Okay.
Yeah, that's transfer of energy.
That's right. You lay down with dogs and you get fleas, ticks. Soul ties, that's right. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next question, and here we go.
Hey Ron, so I got a question for you. So let me start with, I've been seeing my current girlfriend for a short time, maybe 3 or 4 months, but I definitely really care about her and everything. But over the past month or so, I started a new job, and me and one of my coworkers, we've gotten kind of close. And, I think she's a cool girl and everything, and we've hung out once or twice, just as friends outside, but I think I might be able to start feeling something a little bit more and everything, so it's tough to separate that. But I feel like it's kind of too soon to say for sure, so I don't know whether I should say something to my current girlfriend or not, because I do enjoy having the girl as a friend, the new girl. So I'm not really sure what to do. Hoping you can shed some light on this, please.
Okay, so let me just say, I'm gonna let you guys talk first because I can talk. Go ahead.
I would say that any woman, for a guy, any woman that puts you in that type of predicament is not good in the long run. You're at a point to where you could possibly have feelings for this woman. It's best to walk away. You don't want to mess up something good that you have at home for something that's temporary. So it's best to just walk away from the situation.
And quite honestly, if you're going to still be testing the waters, you really don't need to be in a committed relationship. That's not fair to the person. So if you still want to go out and explore, then do that. But don't be in a relationship and have someone else involved. Because, when emotional connections start happening, to me, that's worse sometimes than a physical connection. Because then you start getting into spirit and soul. Just leave it alone. Just go do you.
You saying something.
Yeah, let your girlfriend make that decision to be with you. Just be honest and do you just let your girlfriend be by herself, because you're not ready to be in a committed relationship.
Right, because you mess around and she'll bring you your head on the platter or take the other girl, because she will take you up out of here.
Yes, she
and
will.
You know what? I always have lived by this rule, and people have argued with me, especially as in my adult years. It's so important, and listen very carefully. When you have a friend, like I have a female friend, Her name is Liz Taylor. Hey, Liz. We've been friends since the 1st grade. And I can talk about this because this is the truth, and she doesn't mind. Me and Liz were friends since the 1st grade. She even went to my prom with me. We were very, very close. And we never had a physical relationship. However, when Liz got married before I did, when she got married, instantly the relationship between us changed. Yes. We didn't have a conversation. Nobody gave us a rubric to go off of. We didn't need a synopsis. We just knew. All right, we didn't need guidelines. It was just a respect. So what happens now is, if I need something, I'll call her during the day. We're not sitting up on the phone all night, doing hours when you feeling lonely. If I have to pick something up from her, I don't go over her house. First thing I say, oh, is your husband home? Oh, he not home yet. Okay, I'll wait in the car. We've been friends for over 30 years. It doesn't matter. Because guess what? She has a whole husband and I'm still a whole man. Yes. And you don't play with fire like that. No. People say, well, I've been friends with her and you can be guy and girl and be friends. Yeah, you go through something. Let your husband make you mad, and you just happen to be over there being consoled by that whole man. All right? And then that's just you dancing on the line. That's you playing with fire. So what I always tell people, when you get married, that is your best friend. And if you want to hang out with friends of the opposite sex, you do it in a group. All right? So that means you, your wife, or you, your husband, and them and theirs all go hang out together. Everybody, it's a group function, and you do not, I don't care if you got to go to the bathroom. I'd rather you go in the bush on the side and hope you don't get a ticket, rather than you going inside their house and then he walk in and he see you with your legs kicked up eating chocolate bonbons on his couch. You hear what I'm saying? So my advice to you is, first of all, you were out of line because you knew you were attracted to that woman when you saw her, when she came sashaying through the door. So when you knew that you were attracted to her, first thing in your mind should have been, let me stay away from her. We working together, let me keep it strictly professional. We wouldn't even had a personal conversation. You see what I'm saying? And then, even if you did, I would have limited myself. I would have had self-control because guess what? I'm accountable to my mate. Yes. So we definitely wouldn't have been going out. You attracted to the woman. Why are y'all out clicking mugs?
But let's just say a real woman wouldn't have put herself in that situation either. There's no way that I would have that type of relationship with a guy, and I would respect that he's in a relationship.
But what if she didn't know?
Period. True. Maybe she didn't know, but if she did, come on, just be honest. She's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Women to women, we respect each other. We don't do that.
Right. A real
woman. A real woman's not going to do that.
Unfortunately, it's not always.
Oh, no, of course.
And somehow it seems like people, when they see rings on fingers and when they see that people are in a relationship, for some reason that's attractive to them. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
I think it's the chasing it, just trying to conquer, the chase and conquer, trying to get something that seems unattainable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, my advice to you, sir, is you need to have a conversation with your girlfriend and let her know that you're not ready to be in a relationship because you can't even exercise self-control enough to not even put yourself in a situation. You going out to lunch with her and you catching feelings? What? I don't understand that. So that means that you're not ready to be in a relationship because you still out here lost and confused. She's somewhere on page 10 and you ain't even found the library yet. So we don't have time for that.
Debo said it's the perfume.
Yeah.
Debo said it's the perfume.
So Debo said it was the perfume. Yeah, because they say that easy make you dizzy. But guess what? If that perfume is knocking you out, like that, because I got some colognes and they say you wear that, she'll never. But that's besides the point. Self-control, accountability. I don't care how much something smells good. It'll smell like cat piss to me if it ain't on the person that I'm with. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm accountable. Or I have self-control.
Self-control.
You saying you don't see good-looking men all the time?
Oh, I mean, I do, but then I don't just sit there glancing, gazing at them. No, I'm married and I only have eyes for my husband.
Yes. Amen. And so, but that's self-control.
Oh, yeah.
And if you come into contact, let's say if you have to work with somebody that's good-looking, what do?
Oh, I don't cross lines with men. That's a territory I don't play with. The devil gets busy all the time. I just don't play. That's something I don't I don't put myself in those situations. And I came up watching my parents have an excellent relationship.
Yes.
And I want that with my husband. So, yeah, I'm not about to do things. First of all, I respect my husband. So, I know, what he likes and dislikes. So I'm not even about to go there. I don't play
Right.
with men. I don't do all that.
Right. That sounds like a real woman to me. And see, a lot of times, women, you want to be treated like a queen, but you acting like a peasant, the one that cleans the toilet with a toothbrush. So if you would come up to where you're supposed to be, then he will reciprocate. Thank y'all so much for being on the show today.
No problem.
Make sure you go see the show. Gotta Make It Last.
Yes.
It's on March 21st. And you can get your tickets from any of the cast members. You can also get the tickets
Or Eventbrite.
Eventbrite.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much again. CJ, I can't wait to see you guys on stage. I cannot wait to see the show.
Yes.
But I can't wait to see the show.
Yeah.
Yep. And I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to smile and be very, very proud of Shea Vontaze. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Remember my motto, go after what God has for you. Don't worry about no haters. I love you for free, and I'll see you next week. And don't forget, if you posted something on Facebook for somebody to read, make sure they care first.
You've been listening to The Ron Todd Show, heard every Tuesday evening right here on WVTC Radio Detroit. If you have enjoyed this broadcast, won't you consider liking and sharing this with a friend or family member? We'd love for you to share it to your Facebook page. Thank you for tuning to WVTC Radio Detroit. We are WVTC, winning victory through Christ. The views and opinions expressed on the previous broadcast are those of the authors and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of WVTC Radio Detroit, its advertisers, or affiliates.
WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, www.wvtcradio.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.